Okay. Um, there's the subject of mixing kratom. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about in mixing kratom, one of the basic things, is mood lift and euphoria. Mood lift, to put it quite simply, is your energy that you get from white kratom and green kratom, but it's the type of energy that makes you feel happy, confident, cocky, energized, like you can take on the world. Okay? And then there's another effect that is called euphoria. Now, that is mostly from reds and from some of the really good greens. And that is the warm, fuzzy feeling you get where it is basically antagonizing your opiate receptors, and your brain's telling you that you feel love. Now, when you're mixing kratom, the mood lift or energetic side, that might get to be a little bit much, and you might get the jitters. And the euphoria, the warm, sedating, loving feeling, that might get a little sleepy. So we mix kratom in order to get the energy level and the sleepy euphoric level, to get that under control. Okay, there's a special synergy that happens when you mix mood lift and euphoria. Say if you mix Bali white with Malaysian red, the Bali white will make you feel happy and up and energetic. And that gets a little bit too jittery. So you take a Malaysian red, and that makes you warm and fuzzy and brings down that energy to a more manageable level. And there's a third effect that happens because of this. And it's what I call the sweet spot. And that's what you want to reach for when you're making your mixes. The sweet spot where the energetic mood lift and the euphoria meet, and they make a third effect that is better than either of the two by themselves. It's a sweet spot where you're energetic, confident, and feeling loving at the same time. And I call that the sweet spot because your emotions feel kind of like sugar tastes. It's a lot chemically the same thing in your brain. And this sweet spot that you get by combining mood lift and euphoria is extremely effective when you are dealing with hardcore depression, that empty feeling where, life is just not worth it, and you're full of fear, and, all that horrible stuff is coming up in your mind. You take a white kratom or a mood lifting kratom and a red kratom that's more euphoric. You put them together, and it brings those feelings, it makes it so you can handle them. Instead of having that empty, crazy feeling, you're now more confident, you feel in control, and you feel a sense of love and well-being. And the great thing about kratom is that you can get these effects without having the horrible narcotic haze that is always happening when people are taking pain pills or whatever to try to get rid of these depressions. So that's the first big secret in making the right Kratom mix. Okay, I forgot to mention something. It's important to be able to measure out your Kratom, so you know what ratios of different Kratoms you have in your mix. I would start off with half and half if I was you. I'll have another video before long that'll talk about dosages and all that. But for now, people normally take between 4 and 6 grams of Kratom. Some people take as little as 3 grams, and that'd be a good place to start off at. Now, one of the ways you can measure out your Kratom is your normal kitchen, your teaspoon, measuring teaspoon from your kitchen. Now, if a level teaspoon of that type, it has between 2.4 and 2.6 grams of Kratom. Now, you can find other things and that you can use to weigh out how much Kratom you're working with. For instance, I found this scooper, and if I pack Kratom tight in it, it has 1.5 grams of Kratom. You know, you can buy scales and figure this out for yourself. So you'll have something to measure how much Kratom you're putting in your mix. So what I do, just to make it very short, is I'll have my 2 bottles of 2 different types of Kratom. I suggest a red and a white for your first time so you can really see the difference it makes. So, and it's really simple. Take a folded piece of paper and your scooper, and then you scoop out your measurement of Kratom, you know, and then scoop out your other one, and you'll have some powder here, and all you really do is just toss it back, take your drink, swig it down, and that's how you take your Kratom. So I would suggest trying each type of Kratom you get. Try it by itself. And after you've tried each type of Kratom you've got, that's when you start messing with mixes, because you'll know what you're adding to each mix because you've experienced each individual one. So good luck. Experiment all you want. Finding the perfect mix is vital to getting the most out of your Kratom and getting yourself feeling better again.